I don't know if you mean the center of the square. Follow me this way.
So you will start from here, huh?
Yeah.
Everyone's face all the time, and I want everyone to see my face all the time. Not because of my face, but because of the pictures that I'm gonna show. Can we open a little more this crowd here? And you guys come closer here. If you know that you're tall, stay behind. If you know that you're not that tall, stay in the front, okay? I want to make eye contact with everyone all the time for my mental health. Okay, so I get to see everyone. Everyone gets to see me. More or less. Fantastic. Hello, how are you? Good? Are you enjoying the Spanish weather? Welcome to Madrid, the sunniest capital of Europe, yes. Before we start, let me introduce myself. Hello, my name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tour guide today. I am a historian. I studied Spanish and Latin American history. I have 7 years of experience as a tour guide. 4 years here, 3 in my hometown in Mexico. The answer is, there's no gate. There's no gate, but there was a gate. The gate was very important, so with the gate we'll start the tour. Context. You must know the history of Spain as a country begins very recently. The history of Spain as a country begins in the late 1400s. Before the 1400s, we cannot talk about Spain, okay? And the history of Spain begins in the 1400s with the dynasty of the Habsburg, a dynasty that ruled in several countries in Europe, and in Spain they were here during the 1400s, 1500s, and 1600s. These 3 centuries will be the main topic of our tour, and the Habsburg family will be the main characters of our tour. If you tell me, Melissa, but what about the modern history?
Tour begin?
अरे टूर बोलो
Tours begin now.
हाँ और टूर स्टार्ट
ये वाला टूर आप कर चुके हो पहले?
मैड्रिड का नहीं किया हूँ, पर और जगह का कर चुका हूँ। और जगह जैसे अभी रोम गया था, वहाँ किया मैंने। उसके पहले और कहीं अपोर्तो में था, वहाँ किया। पोर्तो जो है, तो इस तरह बहुत सारे जगह कर चुका हूँ। पर मुझे ठीक लगा ये कि थोड़ा मतलब 2-3 घंटे का होता है, 2 घंटे का नॉर्मली होता है। 2 घंटे का होता है नॉर्मली, पर आप 2 घंटे में बहुत सारी चीज़ें, लोकल चीज़ें आप देख लोगे। इनको रास्ता पता होता है कैसे कैसे पहुंचना है।
She's in bad weather. It's like, wow, yeah. This is fantastic. So a lot of us.
देखो टुक टुक जो है
अच्छा वो
टम्पू,
टम्पू लगता है ना कि
जिसको टम्पू कहते हैं हम लोग।
अपने यहाँ पे टुक टुक ही नाम है ना इसका?
हाँ
कहीं तो मैं गया था टुक टुक ही नाम है।
हाँ हाँ टुक टुक नाम है। कहीं कहीं पे टेम्पू नाम है, कहीं टुक टुक नाम है।
अच्छा तो यहाँ टुक टुक बोलते हैं उसको?
यहाँ टुक टुक बोलते हैं, पूरी दुनिया में टुक टुक ही बोलते हैं। टेम्पू हमारे देश में बोलते हैं, टेम्पो और कहीं नहीं बोलते हैं।
टुक टुक वर्ड हमने अपने यहाँ शायद मैंने इंडिया गया ना, वहाँ मैं सुना।
हाँ इंडिया में भी बोलते हैं
ना?
पीछे देखो कितने लोग आ रहे हैं, भीड़ पूरी लगी हुई है। हमारे ख्याल से 50 लोग होंगे इस ग्रुप में।
Just want to confirm that everyone survived this transition. And I also bring this here for us to have the chance to admire the beauty of the sandwich right here. It's a handsome sandwich, beautiful sandwich. Do you know what is in the sandwich? Yes, this is not really, usually on the English speaking tour, those the Americans say honey drinks. To be fair, they kind of look like honey drinks, but no, it's calamari, fried calamari. Did you know the fried calamari sandwich is a typical dish of Madrid? It is, which is weird. Do you think? Have you guys ever been to the beach of Madrid?
Beach of
The one thing that we cannot have, sea. So why is seafood the typical dish of a place that has no sea? Makes no sense, right? Okay, we're gonna talk about it during the tour. This is just to create like suspense. And I also bring us here because I'm gonna show you this plaque over there on the floor. Okay, take time to look at the plaque because I want all of you to look at this little plaque that is in the ground, okay?
Ça représente une dame avec du pain, un homme, un enfant.
The Council of Madrid, the local council.
Every visitor that turns older than 100 years will get one of those plaques. Unfortunately, today you could go to McDonald's and you will see the McDonald's has a plaque like those. Does that mean that McDonald's is 100 years old? No. It's simply that due to the pandemic, due to the inflation and the endless crisis we're going through, a lot of these places couldn't make it. They had to shut down. McDonald's took the spot and they forgot to remove the plaque. It's very sad. It's very sad. So this is perfect timing to encourage you to support local economy and also to keep your eyes open because since we're going to visit the oldest part of the city, you will see a lot of these flags. And my advice when it comes to traveling around Spain, don't look here. Look down. Look up. And that's how you find like the hidden secrets of the city. So, for example, I'm going to show you a clock shop that opened in 1880. And clearly the flag you see there, the clock shop is older than 100 years. It's older. Here, look at this clock shop, for example. If we please go one at a time, so we can space for people to pass next to us. Okay. Question: what's the typical dance of Madrid? Flamenco. No, it's not. No. Flamenco is from the south of Spain. It's from a region in second. Granada is a city in Andalusia. Andalusia, the region of Andalusia, remember, was the former kingdom of Al-Andalus, a region that took 700 years to reconquer. The typical dance of Madrid is not from Madrid, it's from Scotland. Yes, and it was brought to Spain by an Austrian. Oh, in the 1800s, the Queen Isabel II of Spain received a Guinness opera. She saw dancing on the stage and she was like, oh my god, what's that? I know that. You learned that. I want to have the dance in all of my balls. How's that called? Chokis. Let's listen to it. So the dancing on stage, and she fell in love with it, and she asked the Austrian, like, what's that? And the Austrian was like, bitte wie? Das? Nein, das ist Schottisch. Schottish means Scottish in German, but in Spain we don't speak German. And this sh sound doesn't exist in Spanish. So the queen was like, ¿qué? ¿Cómo? Chotis. The typical dance of Madrid is called chotis. It's a mispronunciation of the German word Scottish, which means Scottish. And by the way, the most typical song of the chotis is called Madrid, Madrid, that is written and composed by a Mexican. The typical dance of Madrid is from Scotland, brought to Spain by an Austrian, and composed by a Mexican. Ole!
Ole.
The Spanish-speaking group usually goes straight to Plaza Mayor after Puerta del Sol. We cannot do that. We come from different places, countries, and continents. We have different levels of knowledge in Spanish history. In case you're wondering, who cares? I do. I really do, because I really think that in order to understand how the city got its development, we should understand some of the history background. So before we go to Plaza Mayor, my friends, you're going to receive a masterclass of Spanish history.
Let's go. चलिए मास्टर क्लास लीजिए। हाँ हाँ नहीं, वो बता तो रही है कि प्लाजा मेन स्क्वायर वो है, पर वो हिस्ट्री पहले पढ़ाएगी, फिर उसके बाद वहाँ जाना है। ये लोकल होते हैं ना, ये इधर उधर का दिखाएंगे, उसके बाद जो है
happened in the 1400s. The wedding of these people. Right here. Do you know them? Yes? No? Who? A clue? What? Who? Really, none of you know them?
maybe the king.
Fernando and Isabel. Isabel and Fernando. Thank you for saying Fernando, because I know that some of you know him as Ferdinand, but we're in Spain, so we're going to have him Fernando. Isabel and Fernando. In case that you're thinking, Melissa, I'm not even from Spain, why should I care about these people? Because these people changed the history of Spain and the whole world. Why? Have you guys ever heard about the Spanish Inquisition? It happened thanks to them. Have you guys ever heard about this random guy called Columbus arriving to this land called America to discover me? It also happened thanks to them. So as you see, these people are very important, and it's what we call the beginning of the Habsburg in Spain, which is a big lie, because let's be honest, when we hear the Habsburg, do we think about Spain? No, we think about what? Austria, but not only Austria. These people were everywhere. We think about Austria, Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium, Hungary, the Czech Republic, the Balkans. These people were everywhere. The question is, how comes this Central European dynasty ended up in Spain? Who invited them? Okay, Isabel and Fernando were not Habsburg, but they had plenty children. As you see, most of their children were women. There was only one man that kind of looked like a woman, but he was a man. And this gentleman died when he was very, very young, and with him dies the last male heir. Extra side note, during your stay, you will hear cars, firefighters, helicopters, ambulances. There's nothing going on. They literally just enjoy to be noisy, okay? So, Isabel and Fernando had one male heir, and the male heir is dead. So they had no male heir, but they had plenty daughters. Remember, people needed to get more lands to get more power. And to do this, you have two options. You could go and start a war, risking your life, the life of your people, or marry. And the Habsburg had a motto: let the others make wars. Happy Habsburg, you get married. They decided to make love, not war. Okay, these two women right here married Portuguese kings. And then we have Catherine of Aragon. She rings a bell, right? Yes. She's the first of the 6 wives of Henry VIII. Do you remember the English king that beheaded Anne Boleyn? Yeah, we don't like Henry VIII in Spain. Catherine, we love you. And then we have left Joanna. Joanna married this guy. Who was this guy? Philip I. Who was Philip I? The son of Maximilian. And who was Maximilian? The Kaiser Maximilian, the emperor of the Holy Roman Germanic Empire. That Maximilian. And Philip had a very cool nickname. He was known as Felipe el Hermoso. Do you know what hermoso means? Handsome, beautiful, good looking. This man right here was the physical representation of beauty back then. Ladies,
So beautiful.
I know it's hard, but we have to. Just please remember this man is very handsome, okay? Because him being extremely handsome is very important for the plot. Here's the thing. I just introduced you to the characters of the plot, but you still don't know the plot. Our plot has a problem. Our plot is very, very dramatic. Sometimes I'm telling the plot and I sense people's energy like, this girl, so unserious. We wanted to know about history. This is history. History is per se very, very dramatic. Are you ready for a medieval telenovela? You're not, okay? You remember these people? This guy cheated on her.